Hi everybody, again, this is Gail Minogue. I'm doing another video for you on the transition of your personal year, which is 2025, and then going into 2026 since we're now in November. And I wanted to talk about how important it is to know your personal year. Each person has one. The universal year right now, 2024, when you add it to 2025, when you add it together, it's a number 9. So 2025 is the number 9 universal year, which is going to change in 2026 when it will become a 1 universally. So when that happens, it changes your personal year. Everybody has one. So you have one now that you've been operating all of 2025 under, and it's about to change on you, whether you like it or not. And so you're going to have a new personal year, how it relates to the you 2026. Now, you should start feeling a difference around November. You should feel like, I'm so done with this year, I want to get out of it, I did blah, 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 blah. And I can't wait to start anew, and you will. Now, a new personal year really begins for each of us around March, because the first month, January, is still hungover from the previous year. So we're asleep. Almost nothing happens, People are paying off their bills. They're exhausted from the 2 months of holidays. And so then February, things start to thaw out. We have a little happier time. We have Valentine's Day. We have President's Day. It's a little bit happier. If you're in a winter climate, this is when the crocus come up in a February, the second month. So things start going in the third month, February to March, the third month, January, February, March. Remember, things go in the number 3. That's why 3 strikes, you are out, you go, right? Okay. And then 3 of 3 is 9. You have the baby at 9 months after 3 cycles. So you're going to pay attention to how you feel in November and December, that you're done with a certain way of behaving, doing, experiencing, and hardships from 2025, and you have a fresh new year. But it's very important for you to take a look at what is your personal year. You always use your month and your day, okay, to the new universal year. So if you're born, say, February 6, which is an 8, I would add it to the new universal year of 2026, which is a 1. And now I will go into the next year in a 9 personal year. Important for one to know that, because 9 is endings. And if you were doing this, going into a 9 year, you would not begin a new business. You would not buy a new house. You would complete in 2026. That's why it's so important for you to know what personal year you're going into. I can help you with that. So it's important to have a session done for a new year. And the other thing, too, is that the period should feel sort of exhausting about now. In November and December, although it's crazy with holidays and finishing up, it's really not a new period. It's like, oh, ho-hum, I'm done with this year, and I'm so happy it's almost over. Let me get through the holidays, and then I can start again around February, because January, forget it, we're out to lunch, and we get kind of crummy weather in parts of the country anyway. And this is a universal number. This is not just for the United States. It's for Europe. It's for everywhere. 2026 is a 1 year. Remember that. What's your month and day? Find out what you're going into. Extremely important. You want to start the year right. You don't want to be pulling all of the old stuff from 2025 forward and drag all that cement with you into a new year. So what do you need to finish up in November and December and get going on it? So right now, you want to be completing. And finishing up, I don't know how with the holiday affects you, it's very stressful. Make it as simple as you can, because you're already under a lot of stress, simply because you're finishing up a personal year. So November and December, kind of like, in many ways, you can't get a lot done. You have to get done, but you can't get a lot done. And then when you're coming into January, it's like, oh, I'm so glad these holidays are over. Phew, and then I could start making plans. and then they start forming and having some fun in February, and then take off in March. So we do spring cleaning in May and March and all through that, and we understand, always add your month and day. If you're born March the 2nd, that's a 3 and a 2, it's 5. Add it to the new universal year, which is a 1, you would be going into a 6 personal year, and that makes all the difference in the world. 6 is different than 4 personal year, or different than 9 personal year. Find out the personal year you're going into. Start to plan accordingly now in November and December. So I hope this helps you understand the importance of the time you're in now. Don't waste it. Don't feel like, oh, I'm just so glad this is over. I can't wait till this ends. Don't do that. Think about your new upcoming personal year. How can you plan for it? So if you're coming into a 9 personal year, you have to kind of finish up now, understand what you want to complete. If you want to complete a book, you want to travel internationally. A 9 personal year is an international number. It's a good year to go overseas. Travel internationally. Understand, do not buy new vehicles, houses, major events like that in a 9 year. If it's in your chart. If it's in your chart. Not my chart, your chart. So you have to know your chart. So if you want to do a private session with me, I highly recommend it, particularly this time of year, going into this new year for you. So I hope this gives you a little more insight how valuable November, December is, and how important your new year is, and to find out what it is and how you can prepare now for it, particularly November, December, and January. Okay? Thanks again for watching. Thank you.